getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the Rickens. Next mission, bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The dichotomy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not for purchase. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms. It gets them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior, battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the Harvard. I say, this the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can't make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the jerks, these verses fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. World needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International, took a vacation, still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical.
Listen up, please.
I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself, and I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning, lies keep turning. My eyes see burning. Fire, desire, with quiet. I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, the feet vermin. Billie Jean, you can see the light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my fate. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Shine on, young king, with the gleam of a colorful dreamer. Clean by the redeemer. Queens of radiant demeanor. Beams of light, I know you've seen us. Shine bright through the zeitgeist. Banking on jewels, hit a nice heist. Drop a few gems, then ignite mics. Land of the free, but it comes with a slight price. You are not nice. Rappers wanna battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat, young vet in the place. Masses, brains all trash. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Darkness embraced like a plague. But I light never would be dim. Better grab a pair of shades. But shine all in your face. I got the light, he got the light switch. Bravo, we can't stop shining, fam. It's what we do. Paint the sky blue. I feel a little static shock out here. What? They talk about me. Am I doing it right? Doing it right. Am I doing it right?
You on my waist, won't stop, get ready. Feel blessed by the moon and the sea. Everything's just for you and me. See how we're gonna make it real tonight. Doing it right, I'm a doing it right. Doing it right, I'm a doing it. Doing it right, I'm a doing it right. Doing it right, I'm feeling next to me. Tell me what you want.
What up, G? What? Yeah, she do. You better go talk to her. Yeah. Uh-huh. Too fine, too fine. Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is round 14 here at ESEA Season 57 Advanced Division. We have made it to the second to last matchup for FRZ unit, where currently FRZ sit at 8-4. And Zeph, we talked about it a little bit beforehand. It feels like they desperately need to take a victory here and tomorrow night in order to find themselves into the playoff bracket.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're in a good spot as of right now. But in terms of their Google scores, they really just want to be on the safe side. I think at minimum they need to win at least tonight or tomorrow. Obviously, it'd be better if they win tonight, just kind of get that out of the way, get any pressure off their backs. But yeah, it's really kind of coming down to the wire here for FRZ. It is, I would argue, it is a make or break for them here.
Yeah, absolutely. And they currently sit at 17th place in the leaderboards. However, their opponents tonight, Raised by Pixels, sit at 11th. And Raised by Pixels does have some notable names in terms of players and firepower. But considering that we're heading to the map of Mirage, Zeph, I feel like there's a lot of room for FRZ to be able to show how far they've come in this specific advanced season and really try to test themselves.
Yeah, more recently, their T sides have been a little bit weaker than one would hope. However, their CT sides have been absolutely phenomenal. Although I will say, against a team like they're going to be facing coming up here with players like Bright, with J Chance, and all that sort. I mean, these are players that are skilled. They have the firepower behind them. So I feel like in a game like this, you can't really rely on one side or the other. You have to have some sort of balance to be able to counter anything on your T side as well as your CT. And right now, I think this is really going to be a true testament to see how FRZ are going to show up with their T side here.
Yeah, and FRZ, as we talked about, are 8-4. Have only taken losses to Club 333. The Brahmas took an early loss against Demolition and a loss against Xiaoma Gaming. However, on the side of Raised by Pixels, their 4 losses come by way of an overtime loss against Chicken Coop, a loss to Desi Boys V6, F5, and Third Prime. So I don't think anything too unsuspecting in terms of the losses that they've faced off against, but still, FRZ is one of the I don't want to say top tier teams in North America, but definitely one of the more up and coming and uptrending teams in North America. So there is a lot of stake on the line. Well, no, there's a lot on the line. That's what I was trying to say there. In terms of tonight's matchup, but the usual 5 suspects will be making an appearance in this server tonight. It's going to be Jackro, Sharpie, Toasty, Jenny, and Brox. We've been holding Brox to a high standard. It feels like he's kind of fallen off with that opt in the slightest of capacities, but still, I'm looking for him to really pop off, especially since we're on Mirage.
Absolutely. And it's also kind of felt like with that supporting cast of both Jackro and Toasty, that FRZ has really been able to kind of get themselves through these long, tenuous, grind-like games
Yeah.
and really put themselves on top against teams that really kind of they should beat in a good fashion. And then that's absolutely what they're going to be doing. But again, going against these players such as J-Chance, such as Bright, and even One Luke, for example, it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah, absolutely. But as this pistol round gets underway, we see for the side of Raised by Pixels, it's Luke, Attila, Bright, J-Chance, and Artorius, formerly known as ABP, lately hated member. But Bright does start off the pistol round on the right foot, finding the head of Sharpie, but that's just going to promote FRZ to start making efforts on its A site. But it's actually just Jackro. The rest of the team starting to funnel out of the B apartments, but retake positions have already been mounted.
It seemed like they tried to go for the bait and switch, and it has worked for the time being. So FRZ will be able to get the bomb plant down, but 3 versus 5 to hold on to this bomb site. The only saving grace for them is that Bright is low HP, so 1 bullet to his knee should be able to sit him out. Here they come right on through. There's that one into the head, but it's going to be the goalies that rain out supreme, and Toasty gets taken down last but not least. And, well, FRZ, they do get the bomb plant down, but they will not win the round.
Yeah, a little bit of isolated duels all across the map. We saw that first frag not go into Sharpie's favor, and Jackro also being isolated towards ramp definitely didn't help their cause, but still, a little bit of that T-side struggle that I think we've all come to expect, especially on a map like Mirage. I mean, the pistol round definitely not the easiest to actually make a breakthrough on, but in the second round, Brox will have the Galil, Toasty's going to join forces with it, and Jenny is actually going to pick one up as well. So, a little bit of a force, but not really surprising considering the fact that they did get that bomb down. But in terms of firepower for Raised by Pixels, they have 3 M4s, 2 MP9s, and for the time being, Bright is completely on an island out towards the A-bomb site.
Yeah, he's only got the MP9. Not really the weapon you want in these long-range scenarios, especially with the bomb going down, but raisedbypixels, they are going to opt in for the A-side retake. J-Chance caught off guard there in the open. No trade coming his way as Luke falls as well. So a double man advantage for FRZ as they will take control of this bomb. So here's this A anchor in Bright, trying to get active with the MP9, but the long-range weapon will not work out. It will for Attila. It's just going to be him and Art last remaining. Not really too much they can do here, but they get a gift there. A Sharpie goes down off the swing. They are going to know that there is going to be a player lurking towards jungle based off that flashbang. Maybe get an idea. They have spotted Jackro as well and Brock, so now they know exactly what the pieces of the puzzle will be. Brock's able to find one, though, but Attila soon to follow and fall. So FRZ will convert that second round.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of awkward positioning, I think, from raisedbypixels. They'd expected that top mid fight and invested a lot of resources. J-Chance forced right back into the connector, and then as a result, it gave FRZ the just enough of wiggle room to find their way out of ramp and start to make an exit towards that site. Brock's coming to clutch in that post plant, but the money's still not in favor of raisedbypixels. And P9 in the hands of Attila. Did you say Attila or Attila? What are we going with here?
I'm saying Attila. I feel like Attila the Hun. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Feels
You know,
more
I
right.
almost, when you say that, I almost feel like it's Tortilla, you know?
Tortilla.
Yeah, like
Weirdly enough,
that
I feel
same
like I get a more out of
pronunciation.
art name than Tortillas. Oh, well, actually, okay, I see your point. I mean, it is going to work out well, actually, for the MP9, as Attila the Hun finds 3, breaking apart this FRZ offense. Jackro and Jenny, double J's, last alive. Jenny barely clinging on to life. Jackro being flanked around by this double D of Luke. Will fall at least. Jackro won't take any sort of damage, but now it's going to come down to whether the CTs go over aggressive, maybe make a bit of a misplay. So look out towards window. Will allow J-Chance to reposition and join up with Bright towards that A site. Now they are going to be playing this 2-2 setup, giving away mid. Jenny's presence has been known. Molly towards catwalk. So now Pixels will start to realize where the fight will be taken. Jackal's able to find one, though, but he's into the clutch. 1 versus 3. Here comes the swing out from Attila. Able to find one, but they're caught off guard with the reload. Art closes.
Yeah, I mean, Attila with that MP9 in the ladder room really sealing the deal on the early stages of that round 3. But once the man advantage was secured, it was all but sweet nothings. As raisedbypixels do come out on top of that round, and in what I would say is really good fashion. So heading into this next one, it's nothing but upgraded pistols and 2 AK-47s for the hands of Jackro and Jenny. However, plenty of utility on the belts for raisedbypixels. J-Chance is going to be the only player with not a lot of that supporting utility, but considering that he's playing that underdog position, it's not going to be the biggest of worries, but Luke actually gets taken out of the round. Attila is here to try and rebound this contact, but is forced right back into the catwalk.
X will eat the nade. Okay, thought that Molly was going to bounce back and explode right on top of him. Art has made his presence known towards the van, almost catches Sharpie off guard, but able to escape with his life just temporarily. So now FRZ, they have made the presence known in middle, gotten that information on how the CT side will be playing and the pick, but now they're going to group up together and get this bomb towards that B site. So everybody's going to be grouping up together, switching utility, but actually they're going to be opting over towards A and maybe going into an A split, keeping these 2 players over towards that B apartments, leaving them towards underpass, maybe to cut off some rotations.
And it feels like the right play, just trying to manipulate some of the information that raisedbypixels do have. You can also see J-Chance is tucked deep into apartments, or into Palace, rather. So if he's able to continue taking this timing all the way towards ramp, then he might be able to find something, but opts for the double back towards the A bomb site is going to be the early activation once that bomb gets tapped, but Jenny's already found a lot of space, and J-Chance isn't biting on any of the bait. And so the longer that there's no contact made, the longer that FRZ are having a suspicion that J-Chance is awaiting in the palace, but he's just going to let him get that bomb down. Jenny's going to go hunting for information. J-Chance should have the free frag until Jenny sits him down. It's a 3v5 retake, but upgraded pistols are still in the hands of FRZ.
How do you like that? The T-Eagles working the magic. First Jenny, now Prox, and then Sharpie. Why not? 3 bullets, 3 kills for 3 members of FRZ. Art last alive. He's just gonna desperately hold on to that AK-47 though, but the T-Eagles and the M4s will surround him. His FRZ in a round they really shouldn't be winning, remaining all 5 of them alive.
Yeah, I think that describes it perfectly. Shouldn't be winning that round whatsoever. But still making it look relatively easy. I mean, isolated duels that regroup back towards the A site, and the fact that Jenny absolutely slams J Chance into Palace is kind of surprising, especially considering that he had 20-something HP. But that is the power of the Desert Eagle. J Chance is going to try and wield one of his own. However, rifles in the hands of FRZ do allow them to get relatively active, and a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat. Apparently, round is dead. So, possible remake coming into this one, but still,
Yeah,
I mean, a good
hard to
place to
drop
be in
out.
for FRZ.
It's gonna be a renewed round, essentially. I mean, nobody's taking damage, so they're gonna have to get an ESEA admin on the case. Talk things out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rough spot to be in. What did he have? MP9,
He'll be 9. I mean,
Molotov. I'm assuming
he'll be able to buy
armor as well.
again. That's fine. They're chilling.
But now the
Looks like
question becomes, how long does it take for the admin? Okay, the admin's already in the room. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I will give ESEA credit. Sure, the beginning of the season it's a bit rough for everybody, maybe even the middle, but towards the end around playoffs they do kind of lock in. Someone's moonwalking.
Who is this?
It's bright. Okay.
So, in the match room, it says that the admin has paused the match. We'll see how long it takes for that admin to actually apply the match medic. But FRZ still have plenty of money. And I'm almost wondering if there's going to be a change in buy now that some information has been collected on the fact that what FRZ has in terms of the weaponry. Toasty's doing a little bit of digging in the butt towards Luke.
Definitely a very real possibility. There we
There it
go.
is.
All right, that's a immediate response I like to see. The game will still be paused, of course, as we wait for Art to get back into the server. Not too sure what the issue may be, but considering the fact he has not rejoined just yet, I'm wondering if maybe it's a power issue. There were some pretty severe storms along the East Coast today, so not really too sure.
Yeah, we were playing some games with our good friends King and Why Not, and we could hear the storm through their mics. And apparently in Atlanta, it is terribly flooded right now, but nonetheless, hopefully everything is okay. Ah, okay. Good point. Good shout, production. The wonderful exploding. Oh, there it is. Gave us the shout that didn't have the guns. Bro got nuked by the storm. It's storming so bad for me too. Yeah. I mean, hopefully the
Is that what they're
power
saying?
that's what Apollo has said in chat. So
Mm.
definitely what you were saying in terms of the storms coming to fruition being an issue, but still Artorias does make their way back into the server. Probably another match medic because he doesn't have money.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think the admin's going to be working on that.
Wait. Yeah, he has $500.
Really too sure what's going on there. It says that the match is playing right now.
Jenny claiming that Artorias lost all his money on the 10-leg parlay.
I like
Hey,
that.
if it
I
hits
like
though.
that. If it hits, that would be
We're paying off the
fantastic.
house.
You ever have a parlay hit?
Absolutely not, because sports betting is illegal in Texas.
Oh, I forgot. You're right. I've
Yeah.
had one parlay hit, and it was, I think, the NFL weekend of the wild card where I bet that the Bears would come back against the Packers, and I won, and I was in Chicago.
Yeah, if gambling was legal in Texas, though, I feel like I'd be a nasty sports bettor in terms of MMA.
Like, yeah, you know ball essentially, and you'd be able to kind
Yeah,
of.
I know ball. I know ball for the UFC. So I feel like I'd be able to make some decent cash, but that's also how the downfall starts.
That's true. That's true. Actually,
I swear, it's right there. It's about to hit.
I have a funny story actually. Ian from Wanted Goons at Ultra Mega Jersey, he came up to Anthony and I, and he goes, "Hey, what color, red or black?" And I'm not understanding what's happening at the moment, so I go, "Okay, like red." And he goes, "Fuck, I lost." And then he goes, "Anthony, what color, red or black?" And Anthony says, "Black." And then he loses again, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gambling on blackjack. I lost $250 thanks to you too."
Hold on. Speaking of gambling, raisedbypixels have gone for a little bit of gamble towards mid. It's not going to come to fruition as Toasty and Sharpie able to just dissect that entire push play. And round number 6 on the horizon. The hat trick for Toasty. Stealing your line. And not much money to work with if you're raisedbypixels. Only 2K across the bank accounts. And Brox has been putting on a little bit of a performance, sitting at 5 and 2, but that kill distribution not looking too bad if you're FRZ going into round number 6.
For sure. And ooh, okay, I thought Luke was gonna hit that 1T there for a moment. His crosshair going on the head of Brox. Very aggressive stance, and there's the pistols. Some of the work. And there we go. Okay, Luke will hit the 1D just onto Jenny. So, well, FRZ, they'll win around. You're on Hero Mirage with the pistols, and now it's going to be Pixel's turn as they're looking for a flawless run in this 6th round. As Toasty is in a 1-on-5.
1-on-5, only 2 rifles recovered. Victoria's on this flank, and the
Okay,
what?
dude. All right. We saw the Dust 2 clip last week. Now we're seeing this. Toasty, what's going on, man? Check his PC.
Okay.
All right, finds another one. Still pretty good health. Lots of utility to work with. Bright is low HP. And he will be walking into that crosshair. Does he get aware? Yes, he will. But he does take a significant amount of damage. And I mean, certainly with only 8 HP, should not be able to win this. Flash rains out, able to find one more! Oh, Toasty!
Oh, no.
Almost does it! Oh my goodness, that was a valiant attempt from him. Oh, but Attila saves the day for raisedbypixels.
Yeah, I mean, by the skin of the teeth, and the fact that that clutch would have been started off the back of the jumping AK would have made it all that sweeter. But that little bit of sweet taste that Toasty was tasting is completely ripped out of his mouth. It's a 3-round game as raisedbypixels convert with the upgraded pistols, and Luke is doing absolute dirty work with that Desert Eagle. Missed off shot from J Chance allows Sharpie to go pushing down bottom mid, but Luke is still maintaining his residence on top of Khan, starting to shift his way in, and might be able to actually catch an awkward timing. But also, if you look at the other side of the map, he's made to walk all the way out on the A-bomb site. Bright is going to shut it down, though. And so the last remaining lurk should be Toasty, I believe that is. No, that's Jackro. The 6 looked like an 8 for a second.
Well, Luke finds Toasty, but a quick trade from Sharpie brings it. Man advantage, but Sharpie's starting to lock in now, it seems, as well. He's found the double, able to crack open this bomb site from the flank of CT, but oh, he's caught off guard, trying to retreat back in towards Market. Jackro rotated over towards that bench area, but here comes Brox through the apartments, back into the 2v2. It's just up to these SMG and the rifle on the side of Pixels, but Jackro wants to go aggressive. Bright's going to be aware of this, though. Rely on that swing, able to get him down. So one Luke with one chance in his pocket to try and clutch the round, but Brox with the closer Does FRZ reclaim that lead?
Yeah, reclaim it for the time being. Attila does have $5,000 in the bank account, so a possibility for upgraded pistols. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if raisedbypixels go and fully invest into this force buy. You can see J-Chance with the 5.7 and full armor. Bright is going to pick up the MP9, and so what is the weapon of choice for Attila, if any? There it is. M4A1S, smoke and flashbang. No defuse kit in the hands, though, or on the belt, I guess is the proper terminology, but the mid-take has been preceded from FRZ, and not
They're
a lot of
really relying on
mid-pressure.
hero rifles, it seems.
I mean, but they're also coming out on top of some of these, you know, hero rifle and SMG rounds, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Might need to fix Sharpie's neck as he's been split in half by the hands of Attila. Luke's gonna burn fully 100 HP. Rocks, that's a bit interesting. J-Chance wants to get a bit of the action towards middle. Has that 5-7 in hand, might be able to catch one off guard, but forced to retreat. Jackal will eat the nade down to 62. Rotations are coming in towards that B site, but Attila with that M4 still battling at the back of the bomb site. They've got a Taurus in towards apartments, getting all this information known, but the bomb has been picked up by Brox and is being rotated over towards that A site. And right now, that's just where Bright will be. Holding on to that MP9. Jenny will lead the charge. Make it sneaky beaky like, but Bright still hiding behind this firebox position. Attila's now rotating over into the fray, in towards CT. And sooner or later, time will not be on the side of FRZ as they've spotted Attila towards CT. I think Bright's position will be overlooked. If they believe someone might be in Palace somewhere, they are going to plant for Catwalk. Bright's going to get activated now. The bomb's going to go down. That was Bright. He'll be able to... Oh, he won't actually. Brock's able to find that. That's absolutely incredible and so important as well. But Brock's is low HP. He's going to be caught off guard by J-Chance over towards jungle. So now Jenny and Jackro, they've got the bomb planted for them. Attila has spotted Jackro crossing towards the left side, and the boost will come into the action. This tap, Jenny goes for the swing, able to find J-Champ. The bomb no longer on the action, but now Attila with the 3K will get the defuse in the fourth round now. It's just trading rounds back and forth between these two teams.
We were just counting out the fact that raisedbypixels were really reliant on these hero rifles, but like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Attila able to carry a lot of that weight with the M4A1S. Finds that opening kill from Catwalk and is able to rebound the 2. And the AK-47 is recovered for Artorias, so there's plenty of money for Luke to pick up the AWP. Bright's going to be relegated back to that MP9, and it can't feel good being short on funds, especially considering that gunfight towards default didn't go his way. But FRZ just looking to continue these force buy battles. Jenny's going to be on the Desert Eagle. Meanwhile, Sharpie has the back 10, but you almost feel like that's one of Sharpie's many signature weapons.
Look at this space Sharpie's made towards connector. Won't be able to hold on to it for long, though. Will be forced away. Attila now looking towards connector, trying to spot somebody. Toasty's been boosted over in middle. Attila spotted it. Almost got a chance at making the dent. Meanwhile, Jackro over towards B, getting very aggressive and able to find that opening towards Art. This B bomb site being picked apart slowly, but they have heard Jackro run away, and they realize that FRZ, they're going to lean very heavily towards middle. Toasty.
Shot from, yeah, beautiful shot from Toasty. Brox has made his entrance into ladder room as well.
Go through the smoke. Sharpie. Oh, just fading right by each other. I think J-Chance has gotten an idea that one has gotten through in towards window as Bright takes down Sharpie. As the rotations are now coming in, they realize this is going to be the A site. J-Chance still not making his presence known. He's able to find one. Looks to find a second one, though, but runs out of the ammunition. Bright over towards CT, able to chime in for one of his own. The AWP also will find Jackro. Brox last alive into the clutch. He does have the bomb. He does know that Bright's going to have to peek him in towards CT. One Luke will be over towards B. Putting himself between a rock and a hard place, running through the molly. With Bright's repositioning over towards triple. They realize that Brox is going to have to try and commit to this. He's only got 4 bullets left in the chamber. He's going to have to commit to this fight towards Bright. And it won't matter much as Luke with the AWP chimes in for 2.
Yeah, 2 to Luke, 2 to Bright. And a little bit of an awkward position for J-Chance to be in. Was able to tuck back stairs, allowed one to walk past, but Toasty, I feel like... I'm not sure if Toasty realized that he was stuck on J-Chance, or if what actually caused that reaction from Toasty to whip back around and re-clear the corner, but feel good for that one kill on his own. Raised by Pixels able to steal that lead right back into their hands. And FRZ back onto the upgraded pistols, but we've seen them pull off crazier things before, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that exact same thing here. Jacro's looking to take an early fight through apartments, which is something he's been very consistent about, so even if he does fall, it wouldn't be too alarming for this Raised by Pixels roster.
It's this very slow pace that starts to fasten up very quickly as FRZ try to overrun this site, but the weapons are just too OP on the side of Pixels as they're finally going to be able to win 2 rounds in a row. And I'm not even kidding for those just joining us. It has literally been back and forth the last 9 rounds. Is it Brox? Take a bit of a French timeout maybe, perchance, allowing the IGL talk things over, figure out how they want to... Okay, what is happening here? Okay, they do go back and check for him. I was gonna say I was getting a little concerned there, but he goes down 6-4.
Yeah, a little bit reminiscent of the... correct me if I'm wrong, Zeph, but I think Taz on the trash clip. No,
Taz on the trash.
Taz, VP Taz, back in the day. Sat
Oh,
on the
in that-
trash at the top of the stairs.
Oh no, that's Snacks.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, because
My
that was
ball
at
knowledge is fading.
or no, I think that was at Katowice 2014, where they beat NIP.
Dang, that's
Yes.
a throwback. And we just
Yeah,
saw
that is a
Snacks
throwback, dude.
at Blast Fort Worth. Also had
I am
pretty
Atlanta.
solid result in Atlanta.
Yeah, grand finals. Rez popping off, Hypex popping off.
It's the barbecue
very-
buff.
It's the barbecue buff. I loved. There was a sign in the crowd I loved a lot. It was Snacks and then an apple from the his play back in New York 2016,
Mhm.
and then they had the peach, like the Georgia peach, for him as well. And well, Jacko might get a bit of a chance there to eat some peaches as he's taken out of the round. Process spot at the feet of Atorius. And we'll get that trade. Right, still going to be close behind in towards ramp, but not wanting to go too aggressive though, but Attila's able to find one towards Catwalk. Jenny with a quick trade. As right now it does seem that this bomb site looking to be overwhelmed, overrun, and overdone. As Luke not able to cook up a chef's meal there whatsoever. As Bright and J-Chance into the 2 versus 3. Trying to keep this game into their favor. As Sharpie looks to find the pincer maneuver, takes down J-Chance. Bright last alive, 1 versus 3. And they've got money to give this a valiant attempt. Good teammate of Bright's, and he's not going to be able to make too much happen out of it. Sharpie with the closer. And there we go. 5 for FRZ.
5 for FRZ. That back and forth affair that we've been watching all map long has not gone anywhere. And Sharpie getting a little bit disrespectful into the faces of Raised by Pixels. I think there's a point in time where Sharpie understands that once he has the space, he's able to just continue holding W, whether it's into market, into connector, into window. Because it feels like he's been very solid about actually converting some of these kills and finding all of the space.
Oh, nice pick through middle. Forward 1 Luke. This Prox looks to try and trade AWP kills, but just misses his mark. FRZ, after a very slow T-side half, they pick up the pace towards A. J-Chance is below Palace Balcony right now with an XM. Looks to be that play maneuver as he spams it towards Brox, but Bright will finish him off. Bright's on 2 in the round. Toasty will take Attila down on that rotation towards middle. He's able to find J-Chance, which he will. It makes the round a little bit more uncomfortable for the Pixels. Right on through. Bright finds a 3rd. And right now, in the driver's seat of this half, unless Jackro, an absolute legend in the local NA scene, can do the unthinkable. No, you cannot. Bright with the closer of 4. The final round of the first half.
I feel like 7-5 is definitely a solid result to be put up on the T side of Mirage, though, so not too much to fret about if you're FRZ. However, we did talk about how playoffs kind of does sit in contention as of this point in time, so maybe a little bit of sweat starting to form, but from existential situations. But in this second half, I'm going to be looking for FRZ to really maintain their game plan and not get too overzealous. I mean, I feel like Mirage, we've talked about, is one of the maps that requires a lot of mid pressure, and if you're not applying pressure towards mid, it's going to be on the extremities. And it feels like that is exactly what FRZ are going to lean to in this pistol round. Toasty with the dual Berettas is going to make his way towards top balcony. There's going to be a double up from Sharpie as well on the under balc. And as the utility reigns over the top of the A site, FRZ going to be put onto an alarm.
Here they come. J-Chance leading the charge out towards A. Able to find one, but the kills go in the favor of the Pixels. Jacko's able to find two with the taps with the pistol. Still being a nuisance around the triple box series. Able to dig another, but Luke finally able to take him down. The bomb just now being able to be planted. But Notorious finds Brox. Jenny now in a 1 versus 3. He is in a very good position, though. If he can take down Bright here. Oh, my Lord, Bright. A headshot instantly to the head of Jenny as the Pixels take the second pistol.
Yeah, and Jackro did everything he could to really delay that push. The double clear towards top and bottom balcony not working in the favor of FRZ. And it felt like that flashbang was kind of thrown in a rush, not necessarily thought about, or there's not necessarily a lineup that Jackro was really prepared to throw. So it does come to bite FRZ in the behind. 3 SMGs in the hands of raisedbypixels, however. And Artorias does have the AK-47. I'd almost prefer it to be in Attila's hand, but still, that firepower very welcomed for raisedbypixels, as FRZ only have 2 upgraded pistols. Pack timeout does make an appearance once more. Round number 14. Not going to be too much to write home about. Or at least shouldn't.
Gonna be a full save here for FRZ outside of the upgraded pistol and utilities. Be the fountain out middle through window. Attila is prepared for this though. Knows that the push will be happening. Okay, it'll do the damage though. At least 2 of the players of Pixels. Toasty does have that dig. We've already seen how dangerous these Desert Eagles can be for FRZ. He's forced to retreat back towards Catwalk, allowing middle to be taken by the Pixels. Nade's thrown out. Jackro unable to find one though. The swing will cost him. And the round collapsing for FRZ. This should certainly be a Pixel round.
Yeah, some good damage on that early fight towards top mid. Able to convert any of those kills though. The Artorias dropped down to 5 HP. Bomb finally going to be punched in from Luke. Only offers up a tap, is still a little bit paranoid about this fast rotation towards CT, but FRZ not too concerned about actually going for this or even putting themselves in a position to die. It feels like a little bit of a turtle maneuver on this B site. Waiting for anyone to walk into the crosshairs and find some sort of financial boost going into this next round. Toasty's waiting for this walkthrough. But will J-Chance give it to him is the next question.
Do some damage here. Ooh. There's one.
Mac 10 saved.
Board well at least. Maybe even upgrade, potentially. He's going to be playing around the walls here. Able to take down J-Chance, but still 9-5 in the favor of raisedbypixels.
Yeah, Mac 10 being recycled back to Jenny. I'm assuming Jenny's going to be playing close towards balcony or even close ramp with that Mac 10. Rifle still recovered, or not recovered, but purchased up from FRZ. And Sharpie has his signature Mag 7. Something that we've been all too accustomed to. Whether or not raisedbypixels will succumb to that poison is going to be the next question. Toasty's found the movement play all the way into ladder room. Sharpie's going to offer up spams in the USP and drops Bright down to 49. So great early damage that was reminiscent of the last, but still no capitalization on the kills. Deep mid pressure being applied. And a lot of space being given from FRZ, I think, is the key takeaway of this early round.
Well, Toasty might be given a gift here, as Luke is going to bury himself within this smoke in window. Sharpie's got a mag 7. Oh, and Toasty, don't jump down, my friend. You might get caught off guard. The timing might not be on your side as soon as the smoke fades, and it will, and Luke will come out on top. That's the ladder position gone. And look at Bright. He's just a wall separates him and Sharpie right now. Both about the same HP, give or take, but a mag 7 this close range should certainly be Bright's demise. But they want to go for this double peek towards window, and it works perfectly. Now would be the time for Bright to get active towards connector, but he's actually going to wait. He's going to allow these rotations to come into play. Sharpie's able to go down to Bright, but Jacko with the FAMAS in the back of the site finds 2. Now down to the 2v2 is Jenny and Brox against Artorias. A swing out from Brox, and it's beautiful. A 3K for him and a 6th round for FRZ.
Yeah, 6th round, AK-47 recovered for Brox. Jenny not able to get that desired rifle, but the activation from Bright felt really good. The backstab onto Sharpie wasn't able to really capitalize onto much more, but still a very clear understanding of how FRZ are trying to play these rotational plays, and a very clear understanding of when to get active from some of these Raised by Pixels players. In round number 16, they will have 3 AK-47s, plenty of utility on the belts to actually make their way into one of the sites. But another counter push all the way towards top mid from FRZ, and as Sharpie does tuck in towards top mid, that's going to allow the rest of FRZ to really burrow themselves into these sites, but Toki's going to hang around a little bit too long and have the head separated from the shoulders from Artorias. And Sharpie looking for the backstab, but opts to play the more disciplined play. And with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, Artorias does have the late lurk. We'll be able to walk away with the kill, but Jenny is going to hear all of this rotation out. And Raised by Pixels are essentially just walking into this setup that FRZ have established on the A-bomb site.
Ooh, I think Jenny has heard that jump sound effect being made from Luke. And plus all this space being taken over by Jenny towards apartments. We should certainly give away that it's going to be an A hit. It's just a matter of time before they realize how close they are. The mollies will rain out towards jungle. Suffocating Brox, but they're not going to clear where Jacker will be. It's going to be right once again into a clutch. He had a fantastic CT side, but with 35 seconds remaining, oh, he finds a nice headshot. Oh, the nade! Oh, it might take down Brox. No, it won't. It's just too far ahead as Brox is retreated back down towards connector. The bomb is down in the middle of the open site. The flank from Jenny will cost him. It's a 7th round for FRZ unit once again.
I thought that nade was going to be a little bit close, but Brox opting for that, what's the word I'm looking for? Well-timed rotation down bottom con. And you could even see him through the X-ray just trying to hop back into the window and give a little bit of a different angle. Where's that clutch up player? But plenty of money going into this round 17. And Raised by Pixels, all they really have to try and do here is overwhelm the rifles that FRZ have purchased. I mean, see the A stack starting to make its way over. But Luke is going to be the one providing all of the utility, bearing the fact that he can remember the lineups for the smokes. As they rain over the top, that is going to be the entryway and the door completely open for Raised by Pixels.
Yeah, and the MP9 of Sharpie, that's exactly who you want to be taking these kills, farming some cash. As FRZ call themselves just 1 round away from tying things up here against Pixels. And well, you got some money on your side, got some utility, and you all stayed alive, so things are boding pretty well on their CT side so far.
Yeah, not a lot of money for Raised by Pixels to work with going into this next one. FRZ, all they have to do is kind of stick to their guns, maintain those anti-eco positions. But they're not opting for that. A nade towards top mid finds a chunk of damage. Sharpie's going hunting.
He is. Back row will be able to support his teammate. Find a double, but the pistols will flying 2 towards middle. He'll be able to upgrade for the time being, and the pistols bring into a 2v2. Well, and Luke, this is very costly for FRZ, but Jenny finds the head of Luke, executes him in middle. Tilla's recovered the rifle. Has a flashbang. And already 2 kills to his name. Bit of an unwinnable situation here. He at least has the bomb on his back for the time being. Brox and Jenny still playing close together. On each other's hips, going for the double swing. In towards window. But yeah, no armor will cost him. Brox closes and we're tied. 9-9.
And you know that shot from Jenny was absolutely disgusting when exploding's in the back going, oh, what a shot. So, an absolute sleeper from Jenny. Clearly, FRZ is starting to warm up into this matchup. However, a tactical timeout does get brought out, which I feel like is a really well-timed timeout. I mean, rifles do come out for everyone on the side of FRZ. raisedbypixels just now being able to bring them to fruition. But now the question becomes, for FRZ, do you continue with your mid-aggression, or do you try to bolster down some of these sites and allow raisedbypixels to have their free will across the map? Because it feels like when raisedbypixels are being given space, they're not hesitating in terms of taking it, but they're hesitating in terms of actually executing and exploding onto one of the bomb sites, and that's when FRZ have really started to falter, when they start to make assumptions based off of information that isn't just there. And so looks like that mid-fight will still come true. And the flashbang does hit its mark on a J-Chance, but Sharpie has to hit the shots.
Yes, he does. All this pressure from Sharpie will not work out too well for them as J-Chance and Bright find the openers of the round. As the A site starting to be overwhelmed, as Brox aimed towards CT, has to make the hero play. He is able to spot out Attila, playing this close angle, in the sandwich position. Flashbang rings out, J-Chance finds another. Now they're going to pressure Brox in towards CTs. Brox able to find one, but quickly taken down by Luke, and Luke with the closer. As he finds the double, is raisedbypixels were the first to hit double digits.
I felt like the mid play was definitely there for FRZ. It's just a matter of Sharpie actually connecting the dots with that M4. And it feels like, not to kind of nitpick Sharpie, but it does feel like Sharpie's had a little bit of a rough time, at least finding some of the shots, finding some of the easier shots in that top mid fight. We saw the round with the P250 where all 3 members of raisedbypixels were completely blind, back turn, and no kills came to fruition. And the immediate reaction from FRZ is to cancel that mid aggression. Sharpie did find a good chunk of damage onto J-Chance and Artorias, but still not looking the best in terms of how these rounds are starting out.
Brox shoots out one, but these kills will net double man advantage for Pixels. Art just now getting the bomb down in a commanding position to take this round away, unless Toasty and Jenny can create a successful 2v4 conversion. They boosted Art towards stairs, and yeah, Toasty's not going to be aware of this whatsoever, so now the save has to come in for Jenny, as the money is not looking too good for FRZ. There's one for the time being. Jenny's not going to know, though, that both J-Chance and Luke are low HP. Bright not too far off behind him. So that will be an 11th round for the Pixels. I mean, now the question remains, I mean, FRZ, are they going to force up around this AUG?
I mean, either force up with it and try to prevent overtime, and if you do not come out on top of the round, you essentially forfeit the rest of this game, or do you just give up and try to find that overtime push? And so the decision lies, or the ball lies in FRZ's court, and it's just going to be upgraded pistols, looking to just take it to overtime and try to bring it all the way through. Desert Eagles being dropped from Jenny. Still plenty of money to buy up into the next round if they don't come out on top, but Still a little bit of interesting decision making from FRZ, but look at this fast peek as Luke hits a nasty pop into the nasty flick. And man advantage already secured for Raised by Pixels. Jenny's going to try and offer up some counter utility, and it does soften up Luke, but considering he has that op, it's not going to be too much of a Bogdan's Law required.
Yeah, now here, I mean, you just got to let FRZ start to kind of feed themselves towards you because they got to make this info play. They have to try and pick off at least one of these rifles to bring over into potentially the last round, excuse me, the game. Because right now, I mean, this is certainly going to be Raised by Pixels hitting 12. It's all going to come down to how Jackro and Jenny are able to make this round somewhat competitive. If they're able to at least find 2 kills here, I would say it's not all for vain, but the all goes down. It's a flawless round for Raised by Pixels, and this might be curtains for Mirage potentially, unless FRZ will give themselves the Heimlich maneuver and get 3 in a row.
Yeah, making an appearance for Brox once more. We've talked about how Brox is such a highly touted AWP player in North America, but if there's any time he needs to start shining through, it's going to be here and now. Round 22 underway. FRZ trying to take us to the distance. And Brox doing Brox things, is able to walk away with the first, has support. Almost able to find a second, and it's a meat grinder on the A site, Zeph.
Yeah, the 1-2 punch of Brox and Jackro will work out well for the time being. I mean, sure, Jackro's gone down, but you've gotten those kills when it matters the most. Leaving J-Chance in an unwinnable situation. This is FRZ giving themselves a bit of a chance here. As there we go, Toasty will close in 2 rounds away. There's still plenty of money to work with on the side of Raised by Pixels. And yeah, they're going to take that tack timeout. They've got 2 remaining, so plenty of rounds left to use. Now they gotta slow things down potentially. I feel like they've rushed into that A site hit too quickly.
And Zeph, every time we cast together, I feel like I call back to when we got to talk to JT from Passion UA in terms of playing disrespectful Counter-Strike and that being what finds success against teams who are a little bit outskilled or a little bit up higher tier than you, but considering this is an even playing field, I still think it's important for FRZ to be able to pull off those disrespectful plays as Brox was trying to peek into ramp, and that meat grinder starting to fully come to fruition on the A bomb site. Round 23 is going to be underway. Luke has that op back in hand. Raised by Pixels leaning right back into this A bomb site and trying to obliterate that early peak that Brox might have gone for, but it was just close ramp. And FRZ already starting to second guess their stack towards this A bomb site.
Yeah, they're gonna try and approach this same exact setup just in a different way, leaving J-Chance towards middle to be that lurk player. Brox taking a bit of a peek from the top stairs position. Luke's holding for that wide swing. So he is just under the eyesight of Brox there. Jackro is playing up on the balcony. Minute 10 left. They know where J-Chance is. Over towards middle. The swing comes out! And Brox! Oh, a 2-for-1 deal! Oh, he's going to be absolutely thrilled with that. That's going to put FRZ in the driver's seat oh so quickly. But J-Chance able to find one. So Bright! Jackro over towards the balcony. He's able to take down Bright. Has to stay alive as long as possible. But the molly comes out. It will force him out of position into the open. It's going to burn him at the stake. Luke's able to find him. Now down to the 2v2. They've got to get this bomb down as FRZ have to run back into this site, play this rotations, and it's a 2v2. J-Chance and 1 Luke versus Toasty and Jenny. As the smoke separates their vision towards this A site, it will fade, but Toasty comes out on top. It is J-Chance, the former Chicken Coop member, against the last 2 remaining FRZ members. They've spotted him in towards CT, trying to force him out into the open. Jenny's made his way across the box towards default and taps the bomb. Forces J-Chance to make a move into the smoke, running out of ammo as Jamie will find him, and around for FRZ. Oh my lord!
I mean, what absolute chaos. I mean, Brock's able to find the collat with the AWP. Exchanges happening all over the balcony. Jackro gets burnt to a crisp from under balc. That smoke being a little bit too deep. But still, A round that could have gone the way of raisedbypixels is slowly recovered by FRZ in that post plant. All down to the wire until Jay Chance was spotted by the shoulder. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to our last round of regulation. FRZ only need one more to take us to overtime, and raisedbypixels already with a change of pace, trying to apply a lot of pressure towards the B side, but Sharpie is tucked. He's able to find a spam, but can't find any kills, so Luke will walk away with an MP9. But the rest of raisedbypixels are starting to group up towards this B site, and FRZ have left Jackro on an island and have offered assistance towards Brox's op, but will it be able to work right here, right now?
It has to. It absolutely has to. It worked in the last round, but Brox, is he going to be able to do it again? Toasty will throw that smoke out to deny. Brox able to find one there on towards Attila, but here they come, fountaining themselves out the window. Toasty's able to find one and another one as well. Toasty making his stand toward the back of the bomb site. Jenny, through market window, takes down Art. Bright last alive once again into the 1v2, but he doesn't have the bomb. For the time being, it is dropped in towards the site. On top of the van, taking his sweet old time. Doesn't want to make that sound cue, as it is being watched like a hawk.
Yeah, but look how respectful FRZ are playing. Jackro tucked into the ladder room.
Started.
Penny playing outside of market. AK shot rings out to cover up the drop from Bright. Bomb is on his back, and so as he's been gifted space to clear out the bomb site, the plant should be offered up. Once those numbers get punched in, that should allow the pincers to start closing from FRZ, but they cannot isolate these 1v1s. The flashbang rings out towards Cat. Denny did find a spot, and Bright now knows where both players are.
Yes, but he's gonna hit the headshot like that onto Jenny. Beautiful from Bright, but can he make the dying light not work out? As Jackro will close, and somehow, someway, FRZ have come back to take us to overtime.
Overtime on Mirage. Old Faithful and FRZ. What a climb back. We were talking about a few rounds ago how they might be resigning themselves to a loss here, but still an absolute slammer. That back and forth affair we've been watching all match, taking us into overtime. But now the question becomes who changes their strategy first? Because I feel like at a certain point, the strap hook has to start running out, and then you start going with whatever sticks to the wall. And I mean, for FRZ, it feels like it's been off the back of these aggressive op plays from Brox and maybe even some mid pushes from Sharpie, but Sharpie has been a little bit lackluster in terms of finding some of these kills. Will raisedbypixels feed into the game plan? Will Brox be able to put his team on his shoulders?
I mean, FRZ, the latter stages of the season have been, their CT sides look absolutely impeccable, and we kind of see why just in the last couple rounds, but I feel like here, if you're FRZ, to make yourself happy, 3-0 would be absolutely perfect, not letting any sort of breathing room. Switching over to that T side, but Luke's able to find the opener of the overtime here on towards Sharpie. Towards middle, Jenny getting aggressive towards apartments, has that AUG once again. Able to spot the legs of Art, but Art comes out on top. A beautiful headshot to find, and now that might accelerate them towards B and open things up, though, with a jump from Toasty. Might cost them, but here comes Brox, AWP once again from market, and look at that. They're going to run for the hills. They don't even want to test him here whatsoever. They're going to allow that player in J chance to get out of Tetris and make some presence known. But Jackro is playing very closely. Right from the box. Oh, and he almost catches him off guard, but Jackro takes out the weapon at the perfect time. The bomb has been brought over towards A. They have one Luke over towards middle on catwalk, holding the connector position. Toasty might catch him off guard here, potentially, when these rotations start to come in. 30 seconds remaining. They've got to get active now. They've got to get that bomb plant down now, but they want to take their time. They want to clear every angle. They don't want to make this easy for FRZ whatsoever. AWP from one Luke. Rains out towards CT. In that stairs position. Down and oh my goodness, Brox finds the headshot through the smoke, through the wall, into the skull of Bright. And now they're going to try it again. Oh, he just misses it. He's going to go for it again. But this time, it's a successful bomb plant for one Luke. 2 versus 3. He's going to go down. No, he's not. One Luke's going to take the round, potentially into the hands of the Pixels. It's Brox, last alive. AWP in hand. He finds another one. Absolutely ludicrous from Luke. Oh, but Attila with the closer. Oh, you'd think this would be a major grand final, but it's the second to last match of ESEA Advance. Holy hell.
Oh my lord, Zeph. I mean,
Oh.
an absolute phenomenal display from Brox, and we were talking about as the match was getting started that we needed to see a lot more from him in that op play, and he is very truly coming to fruition and very truly providing. An early Molotov will force Jackro out of position, but Smoke and Flash should secure the exit. He actually elects to stay in place. And with raisedbypixels taking a little bit more of a passive approach to this round and taking their time with any sort of aggression, it allows FRZ to scoop up that man advantage early on.
Early man advantage. We'll be very thankful for it, but Attila rips it away. 2 kills to his name. As it looks like the Pixels taking that man advantage once again, but with Brock still alive and kicking, I don't know if it's worth it though. This guy is on another level. Jenny finds Bright as well, and the round swings back into the favor of FRZ, or should I say FaZe Clan, at the way they're playing this Mirage right now. My lord. Arturus and Attila looking to get the bomb down towards the A site. Brock's faking the jump through. Oh, he looks like he wants to try and go for the B hop. Position. He is going to be spotted though. Toasty tries to chime in, but he misses the jump. Jenny from ladder room will tag him down. Smoke deployed. Denied vision for everybody, and this is a very weird situation for both teams as jungle pressure has been given towards Pixels. Jenny, presence known towards connector, has to rely. As soon as his smoke fades on the swing, can he find one? Or in for 2, looking for the third, but it's Brox, of course it is! 30 kills in the name, and looking to get FRZ their 13th.
I mean, Brox is the one-man army. What else can you say? 30 and 16, and making the op look effortless. I mean, the wall bangs through triple, the close range battles. Brox is right where he wants to be, when he wants to be. And you touched on how that exchange towards jungle was a little bit awkward. We saw both teams trying to completely funnel in, but still, Brox reigns supreme. And this match just keeps giving and giving until there is no tomorrow. Raisedbypixels with a little bit of a different posture as they find themselves in that 1-2-2 default. Which J-Chance will shortly regroup with his teammates towards bottom mid, but is actually going to be left on an island as Raisedbypixels start to reconvene, it looked like for a second. Artorias has that bomb. Will actually make his way towards that A bomb site. So J-Chance here to collect any of the lurk plays. Luke on an island towards apartments does find success.
Look at this though from Pixels. They're gonna send 2 towards Palace, leaving the bomb by itself towards ramp. Ooh, J-Chance getting a little scary there for Sharpie, but Bright's able to find that opener towards Jackro. This bomb site has been taken. Brox once again into the pressure situation. Under pressure, he's able to form a time in, able to find one mid shot. Oh lord, it's gonna get all the way down to the tense moment. Finally, Art takes down this absolute rock of a unit. As Toasty and Sharpie have to try and clutch a 2 versus 4. Luke, they know he's aware towards the bottom connector. And Luke might overcommit to this. He's scoping on Sharpie's position. Sharpie's not aware of this though, and the round collapses as Pixels will come out on top with 14.
I'm having to take a deep breath over here.
Yeah. Gonna cast rounds. My god.
Yeah, I mean, these rounds back and forth, the op shots back and forth. And Raisedbypixels finding success on the last round of the first half of overtime 1. But we did see FRZ.
He's almost 10 kills above anybody else on the server.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends the game with more than 10 kills over anyone. Been on an absolute tear. But that CT side play, Zeph, has to really translate into the T side. And touched on it earlier, D side of FRZ hasn't looked too promising and didn't look too promising early on in this map of Mirage. So they'll have to prove it here and now that they're still able to hang. A lot of early utility towards Catwalk to deny any peaks, but this is an op shot, a rare one, as the spams come through and Toasty's dropped down to 13 HP.
Yeah, that spray from Attila really making things costly for him. He They want to stick around towards connector. Maybe try to actually phase through the smoke. It is overtime after all. It gets a little ballsy with some of these plays. Luke's made his presence back towards CT. They've got the Palace control as Bright is pushed through. Right now, I mean, things kind of grind to a halt, but Art in towards the apartments might catch Jackro off guard, but the kill's going in the favor of FRZ. Attila now spots the Jackro as Sharpie's able to make like magic. Jackro! Oh my lord, Bright last alive. 1 versus 4. He's gonna have to ace here, but there should be no damn way he's winning this. He's just gotta hold on to that AW pre to bring it over into the next round, and it won't come to fruition. We're all tied up once again, 14 apiece.
14 apiece. 2 rounds remain in our overtime affair here in the second to last matchup of ESEA Season 57 Advance. Both of these teams fighting tooth and nail to find their way into the playoffs. And Brock's doing everything he can, but Jackar's still able to put that display up. We touched on how FRZ have looked a little bit lackluster on their T sides, but starting to find a little bit of late round cohesion. And look at this, a little bit of a change in pace towards the B site for raisedbypixels. Down stack. Bright's going to make the residence on the A site on the balcony, and does have J chance with the op. It's a double op setup for raisedbypixels as they're trying to contest with the AWP of Brox and the rifles that FRZ have been contending with.
Oh, the boost. Art, he's going to catch Sharpie off guard. Sharpie's not going to be aware of this. And yeah, that's a free kill for Art to find, giving them the man advantage. FRZ, it seems like they want to try and lean very heavily in towards this A split, keeping that lurker, but now they call it off. Looking to reevaluate their options as Toasty's going to retreat. Oh, Bright. In Palace. Brox is holding this. Toasty will not be. He's going to run knife out and get caught off guard. That's the... Oh, dear. That is very brutal for FRZ. A 3 versus 5. Now they're going to be funneling out towards that A ramp. And, yeah, J-Chance with that AWP chimes in for one. The double op setup looking to make its magic happen. Bright towards Palace finds another. And it's Brox, last alive, 1v4. Toasty had a good shot at it earlier today. The 1 versus 5. Oh my goodness, the no-scope. Playing the shotgun up like it matters the most. Runs out of ammunition though, and Attila takes him down. But if you're raisedbypixels, you had to feel your butt clench just a little bit there, thinking he gets that no-scope.
I mean, mine's clenching a lot of it, so raisedbypixels definitely have to be wiping a little bit of sweat off the brow from that one. The AK-47s are now in hand for Bright and Attila. AWP's still maintained. And Brock's not able to do it all, but FRZ still playing a little bit of that unresponsible Counter-Strike. Toasty peeking before the smoke blooms towards top mid, does give up a free pick. J-Chance able to find one in towards upper B, and that's the op of Brock's down. So in the man disadvantage, you can even see that Jackrow's showing some signs of frustration.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it took everything for FRZ to get themselves back into this game. 3 rounds in a row to get them to overtime. An absolutely sensational 3-round comeback, might I add. It was anything but easy. But now starting to falter in the dying stages of Mirage. 3-on-5. Barely any damage being done to anybody on the side of raisedbypixels. Attila holding strong towards Catwalk, not willing to take an opening fight, not willing to get too over aggressive and allow a kill to go the way of FRZ, but now they're going to give themselves a chance towards A. Playing the retake quite very passively towards CT, and FRZ, they're going to sooner realize that no one's going to be home on A, but as soon as Sharpie switches towards CT, as Attila takes down Jackro, it should be absolute curtains for him. The bomb will be planted. This allows everybody to get up close and personal, and that's going to be it. That's going to be Bright to close things out here for raisedbypixels. They will go and win Mirage, win this best of 1, and get themselves one step closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, although raisedbypixels do walk away with a win, we cannot ignore the performance that Brock's put on. I mean, raisedbypixels, it was definitely the back and forth affair that we expected. And so congratulations to them for finding themselves at 10-4 in Season 57 of Advance, but still, that back and forth affair that I don't know if we necessarily expected, but still, an absolutely satisfying game of Counter-Strike to watch.
Yeah, in a weird way, it kind of felt reminiscent of FaZe Navi back in Cologne 2022 with how close this game really was. It wasn't
Hmm.
like one team was out dominating the other one. I mean, God, for the first 10 rounds of the game, it was FRZ would win one round, and then the next round would go to Raised by Pixels. Then would go back to FRZ. They were literally trading rounds back and
Yeah.
forth. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that go on for so long that the economy was absolutely screwed up for both teams. It really was halfway through that first half where things kind of started to stabilize in favor of Raised by Pixels. But I mean,
Hmm.
again, absolute valiant effort from FRZ to kind of get themselves to overtime, and just unfortunately they were not able to cross the finish line.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of already touched on, and I sound like a broken record, just kind of praising that op of Brock's. But still, I think that at a certain point, we saw FRZ kind of, and I'm definitely making an assumption here, but I almost feel like we saw FRZ kind of run out of things on the strat book to pull off and start to kind of play that puggy play style, right? Because you've got to think about it. There's only a certain amount of match that you're actually prepared to play, and so once you hit those overtime rounds where things start to get really chaotic, it makes flowing with the game ever so difficult. So yes, Raised by Pixels will find themselves at 10-4. FRZ drop down to 8-5. Still need one more game to secure themselves into playoffs, but Raised by Pixels, on the other hand, have completely secured it.
Yeah, and right now as well, I mean, it's really going to come down to the wire here. I mean, FRZ, I know they're, if I'm not mistaken, overall, it is the top 24 teams
Yeah.
for advance to make it through. And right now they're sitting at 17th, 8-5. But again, that is still before all the other matches are finished playing. They've got one more best of one tomorrow against Desi Boys V6 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I mean, in my opinion, that is an absolute must win for them.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, if FRZ still want to maintain that top 24 position and find themselves into playoffs and then find themselves into the ESEA finals, then it is a must win, Zeph. I completely agree with you. But for the here and now, that is going to be it from us over here on the FRZ unit channel. Zeph, once again, thank you for help guiding us through the action. We've had the wonderful exploding behind the camera to give you all the fancy camera angles. And their next match, as you just mentioned, is against Desi Boys V6 tomorrow, Thursday, May 21st at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern. So we will catch you then.